Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Woo shot himself.
Of Harlem.
And I don't care if you already on weight. That's not bragging rights. And I don't care if you already on weight. That's not bragging rights. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be on weight. You know, you got your newfound muscles that you've been showing off all week. Oh, this time I got the right guy in front of me. I don't need the right opponent in front of me to, you know, motivate me to give him my all. And I'm the real deal. And you're going to find out on Saturday. I promise you that.
What's funny, though, that I seen Caleb Plant been doing that grave digging gesture. Little does he know he's digging his own grave.
I'm not a 154-pounder blown up like he's been fighting, or a 160-pounder blown up.
When he fought Fighting Boots, that was a blown-up 60-pounder. He couldn't do shit with him. But then when he fights a true super middleweight like Uskatek, his eye gets split open and gets...
I didn't win no world title against Ronald Graville. I didn't get dropped by Ronald Graville.
Yeah, I won a world title at 20 years old, the youngest super middleweight world title. And you got knocked the fuck out by Canelo. So every time he fights a real, true super middleweight, he gets hurt. So we're ready to see put Caleb Plant's chin to the test. And I guarantee you he is going to be hurt this fight.
Gente! You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Maldito Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, fight week, an exciting week in the sport of boxing. One of the most anticipating fight in the sport of boxing. Caleb Plant, El Gringo from Tennessee versus David Benavidez, former WBC super middleweight champion of the world. Y'all already know he got the interim title. David Benavidez, a.k.a. El Bandera Roja, a.k.a. the Mexican Monster, a.k.a. the Ecuadorian Monster, a.k.a. El Plátano Maduro, Mofongo. Y'all already know the Dominican Monster, David Benavidez. You just call him, you know what I'm saying, the Latino Mutt. The Latino Mutt. Versus El Gringuito, the last American white hope in the sport of boxing. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know, man. First and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know who we are, man. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. You already know, man, the best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. Build that relationship with God. You're going to be all good. That's the best investment tip that I could give you. I don't know how about, I can't give you no Amazon tip. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you those investment tips. All I can tell you to have God in your heart, build that relationship, and you're already financial way to, not financial way like meaning money, but try to financial way to the kingdom of heaven. Ooh, baby. Ve, Dios, I'm looking now, porque no quiero que tú me castigues, ¿oíste? Míralo, todavía los muchachos me están jodiendo, todavía están jodiendo los muchachos. Kevin Effect in the building. What's good, baby? What's good? Y'all already know, man. Y'all know the drill. Check out to the people that's listening on. Y'all already know you can listening right now also on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. Yo, this is going to be a goodie, man. A lot of animosity right now. A lot of animosity between Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, entourage and family, Caleb Plant, entourage and familia, Jackie Hernandez in the building, Kevin Effect. What's good, Kev? In effect. Dímelo. What's good? Y'all already know if y'all want to become a member to Punch Drunk Boxing, support the channel, become a member. Y'all already know, man. Smash the link. You know? Y'all here, you know? High octane, the best delivery in the sport of boxing. I hope y'all gonna follow me when I do the live commentary this weekend. Nobody does it like your boy, Mr. Moonshine. We're gonna get right to it. We're gonna be talking about this fight. Also, Jose Ramirez, the former unified junior welterweight, versus Richard Comey, the former lightweight champion of the world. Richard from Ghana. I have one more chance to prove to the people that I am good. I have one more chance to prove to the people that I am great. I have one more chance to tell the people that I ain't champion. Jose Ramirez, you're not champion no more. Okay? You are standing in my way for destiny, and I'm going to accomplish what I need to accomplish so I could be great again. La ofrenda, you already know. Guts in the building, la ofrendita, el pastor, gracias. Alabaré a mi Señor. No, pone esto aquí, ya tú sabes que lo que. Ladies and gentlemen, also, if you like to read, I know couple y'all are like Floyd Mayweather, cat in a hat motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? If you like to read, subscribe to my website right now, punchdrumboxing.net. Oh yeah, I'm like boxing scene. You know, I tippity tap. You know what I'm saying? I can write. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? Ain't no cat in a hat motherfucker around here, huh? Yeah, man. We working hard out here. We're doing the podcast. We're doing the live shows. We're doing the content creation. We're doing the shorts. We're doing the IG. We live on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you already know Mr. Moonshine 10. Follow me on Twitter right now, Mr. Moonshine 10. Subscribe to punchdrumboxing.net. You know what I'm saying? Just in case if you go in the Starbucks, get your coffee in the morning, like to read rather than just hear. You know what I'm saying? And then you can follow me on Spotify. We're gonna put exclusive content on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be just live that's going to transfer to the podcast, but of course I'm going to do that as well. But it's going to be exclusive podcasting episodes. You know what I'm saying? On the podcast, Punch Drum Boxing, everything Punch Drum Boxing, everything Punch Drum Boxing. You already know. Become a member to Punch Drum Boxing. You already know, man. I'm working hard out here. I'm working hard for the money. Work hard for the money. Shout out to El Perrito. Let's start this thing off. Shout out to El Perrito. If you a male and you can't get the girl that you want, and you trying to tell her that you love her, and she ain't trying to hear you. You know what I'm saying? You pouring out your heart. Ya saben que yo le tengo una producción que dice, mami, ¿y qué lo que? Yo, dime si me quieres o si no me quieres. Mami, yo tengo mala suerte con las mujeres. Mami, tú me tienes llorando como un perrito. Llorando como un perrito. Llorando como un perrito. Mami, it's not good, it's not fair. Dale un besito, le cachete. And y'all already know Pancho want to sing his tune as well. Y'all already know it's Happy Hour Thursday, so Pancho want to sing his tune. Dennis told me, Dennis let us know. Said it never needs me, had a made it bone. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Spin me when I'm low. And my Cambodian friend, y'all already know, man. You know he love to sing. Shout out to my Cambodian friend. Check him out. You'll never be alone. I'll be with you from door to door. I'll be with you from door to door. Baby, I'm right here. I'll be with you from door to door. Baby, I'm right here. But you'll never be alone. My Cambodian friend, Diablo, mira, esos tres. They got to ruin a Grammy, nominal. I said nominal. English is my second language. Forget about it. Adrian Lopez in the building. What's good, Adrian Lopez? Everybody smash the like button like you smash your shorty. And if you ain't smashing nothing, at least you could tell your homie that you was smashing something. He gonna be like, yo, when you smashing last night. Yo, you just been I was smashing that like button and stuff like that. Yeah, at least you smashing something. You feel me? Well, shout out to Adrian. Adrian Lopez. David. Qué bonita bandera. Qué bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña. Bori, eso no es nada. Que como quiera, vamos a ganar. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh my God. Boyfriend, French fry, fried chicken head and shoulder pan. Patty K, Mark Anthony Mason. Oh, your boy Mr. Moonshine is lit today. Happy Hour Thursday. You already know. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yo que bendigas todistas today, my friend. Paco in the building. Bernice Mendez in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's start this off. Let's start this off. Y'all already know Jose Benavidez is going to be fighting Richa Comey. David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. It was going back and forth. Y'all heard it. Let me just play it one more time. If y'all just missed it and y'all was working throughout the day, your boy Mr. Moonshine got you covered. Let me just show you a little bit of the clip, a little bit of the highlight. What happened today during the press conference between David Benavidez and Caleb Plant.
And I don't care if you're already on weight. That's not bragging rights. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be on weight. You know, you got your newfound muscles that you've been showing off all week. Oh, this time I got the right guy in front of me. I don't need the right opponent in front of me to, you know, motivate me to give him my all, and I'm the real deal. And you're going to find out on Saturday. I promise you that.
What's funny, though, that I seen Caleb Plant been doing that grave digging gesture. Little does he know he's digging his own grave.
I'm not a 154-pounder blown up like he's been fighting, or a 160-pounder blown up.
When he fought Feigen Boots, that was a blown-up 60-pounder. He couldn't do shit with him. But then when he fights a true super middleweight like Uskatek, he's fucking, his eye gets split open and gets beat.
I didn't win no world title against Ronald Gurville. I didn't get dropped by Ronald Gurville.
Yeah, I won a world title at 20 years old, the youngest super middleweight world title. And you got knocked the fuck out by Canelo. So every time he fights a real, true super middleweight, he gets hurt. So we're ready to see put Caleb Plant's chin to the test. And I guarantee you he is going to be hurt this fight.
I believe that both of these guys did dig on each other. You feel me? They both took good digs. They both took good digs at each other. You feel me? I think that Caleb Plant has some highlights. I think that Benavidez has some highlights. I think they went at each other with the possible opponents. You know what I don't like when they're trying to build fights is when they discredit each other's resume. Because when you discredit each other's resume, if you're the one that beats, if you're the one that wins, then you're going to discredit because you're trying to say that this guy ain't beat nobody. And then this guy saying he ain't beat nobody. So when you beat, so you beating nobodies. You feel me? That's the only thing I don't like about promotion. I think that fighters need to quit trying to downplay. Just talk your ish. Talk your ish. I'm gonna knock you out. You pee, you this, you all of that. But don't say that. Who do you for? You ain't fight nobody. You ain't fight nobody. Look at this guy, but who you for? Look at this guy, but who you for? Look at this guy. But then when you beat this guy, how you expect the fans to give you the ultimate credit if both y'all ain't fight nobody? If I was them, I'll be like, hey, yo, at least you beat this dude. Oh, yeah, at least you beat this dude. Yeah. Then we're at the top. We're in the top of our game, right? HLD in the building. What's good? Boricua. Aguadilla. San Juan. Si te quieres divertir con el canto incomprimo. Solo quieres que vivir un verano en Nueva York. Yeah. Let's go. Said Plant Smoke. David Benavidez in the trash talk with factual facts. Yeah, man. I feel a lot of people more and more, the more days go by, the more minutes and seconds and days go by. A lot of people is picking Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? And it's justifiable. Because a lot of these guys ain't do nothing special yet, right? Like David Benavidez got the Mexican Monster. And of course, that was because of Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson tells you that you're the Mexican Monster and he give you dabs, and everybody gonna be like, yo, Mike Tyson feel good about this fighter. So he got to be good because you already know that Mike Tyson is a historian as well, right? So he could tell when somebody is good, you know? I trust Mike Tyson's judgment. But this is going to be a wonderful fight. I already made my prediction. I said that Caleb Plant already digged his own grave, and then everybody's going to push him in there, and he's going to be laying right next to the guy that owed me $10,000. Oh, yeah. Anthony Durant, don't you run from me. You still owe me that 10 millones de pesos. Huh? No. I know I was very, very nice to you in the interview and stuff like that because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to burn bridges out here. You already know, man. They trying to blackball your boy, Mr. Moonshine and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be cordial, but tú me debes money. Tú me debes los 10,000 pesos. Hey, señor, Anthony Durant. I'll talk to you after this fight, okay? He said he'll never go, hey, no white boy will ever gonna beat me. And whoever showed me when I said that, you know what I'm saying? If you got the audio and the video, then I give whoever $10,000. I found that shit in 15 minutes, motherfucker. You better give me my money. You better give me my money. Huh. Oh, Johnny World Boxing in the building. What's good, man? What's good? What's good, y'all? So yeah, man. There's going to be a good fight. It was a good press conference. I believe that both took good digs at each other and stuff like that. Johnny World Boxing, you're going to have to go dig them up from that grave. Yeah, Plant this smoke him on the press conference, though. But I got David. He is the next face of boxing. Ooh, we're going to be talking about just not only the next face of boxing, but it's going to be a civil war. Oh, yeah, you seen the thumbnail. You see the title. I'm sorry, but look. I seen this before. And this is why I'm warning you folks. I seen this before. Yes, I come from the era of Julio Cesar Chavez. I come from the era of the golden boy Oscar de La Hoya. I come from that era of Fernando Vargas. We're going to be talking about how I see something that right now, he's the Mexican monster. And right now, he's getting all the props. And right now, he's getting all the support. But what about when David Benavidez beat Caleb Plant and then he got to fight Canelo Alvarez? Would you back him up like you backing him right now? I don't know. Because there's going to be a Mexican civil war. It's going to be the Chicano versus the Mexicano. I seen this before. You remember Oscar de La Hoya came? He was the golden boy. Everybody loved him until for Julio Cesar Chavez, the hero, the pride of Mexico. Canelo Alvarez is going to be fighting John Ryder. Cinco de Mayo out there in Mexico. Already sold out 50 G's, 50,000. Oh, yeah. Already the Mexican people is already amped up for Canelo Alvarez. They've been amped up. You already know Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. Canelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cashkelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get the out of here, man. Shout out to Johnny. Hold on. Let me put this up. Y'all already know. If y'all want to support, y'all can also support on the Cash App. You feel me? You two them got to take all that percentage, you know what I'm saying? It could be just direct. Oh no, you do sabe. But yeah. I see this coming, y'all. Y'all remember how they was treating Oscar de La Hoya like a stepchild? And let me tell you like this. I'm not Mexican, right? But I'm gonna tell you something about Oscar de La Hoya. I said this before, and I don't know if you're new to the channel, and I don't know if you ever heard me talk about this, because I speak about this, but I never did a video about it. I never did just a live about it, but I'm going to go into depth into this because it does hit home. See, my parents was not born here, but I was born here. I'm the 1st generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm Dominican. Also got other things and stuff like that, but yeah, let's say I'm Dominican, right? But I'm American. I'm Americanized. Around that time, there was never an icon in sports that was an American Latino. Yeah, he's not Mexican, but Oscar de La Hoya gave us a voice that was never out there. I'm talking about internationally out there, an American Latino. How many of y'all was born out here, and how many times in your neighborhood, whatever you are, you could be Dominican, Cuban, Mexican, Ecuadorian, Costa Rican, Honduran, whatever, right? And in your community, Chino, Korean, Japanese, in your community, the people that was born there be like, you're not a real Mexican. Yeah, other races will identify you as Mexican, but then your own people, you picking up, hey, I'm Dominican, pero un dominicano me va a decir a mí, pero tú no dominicano, tú eres americano. See, we're the Alex Rodriguez of the world. We are the Oscar de La Hoyas of the world. The reason, I'm going to tell you like this, the reason why a lot of Mexicans was going for Fernando Vargas, because that's another thing I want to tap into. The reason why a lot of people was going for Fernando Vargas versus Oscar de La Hoya, I'm talking about the Mexican, is because if y'all recall, Julio Cesar Chavez was in the camp with Fernando Vargas. That's why you saw that energy, that Fernando Vargas was the real machismo Mexican, because Chavez was on Fernando Vargas' side. So all those people shift to Fernando Vargas, even though they both American Mexican, but they consider Fernando Vargas more Mexican than Oscar de La Hoya. Oscar de La Hoya was the pride of LA, but was the pride of Mexico when he was not fighting another Mexican. Soon as he fight another Mexican, they question his bravado, his machismo, his Mexican hood. The same thing they do to us. I'm an Americanized Latino. The same thing they do to us. I remember even in baseball, I remember when they used to be like Alex Rodriguez, not a real Dominican, that he's American. He's American. And then Alex Rodriguez, remember, right now we just seen the world baseball stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the baseball Olympic. I forgot how you want to call it, right? The first time that Alex Rodriguez signed up, he signed up for the USA team. You know how much Dominicans was on Alex Rodriguez? Oh man, you an embarrassment. You an embarrassment. But I also remember when they was going at him saying that he's not real Dominican. So when he chose the USA, all the Dominicans was on him. Then he tried again. Remember, he was trying again years later, and he signed up for the Dominican team. And he said, I'm signing the Dominican team because I want to make my mother proud. This is my mother's country. I'm Dominican and stuff like that. We in the middle. We're like stepchilds, right? Sometimes they love it when we wave the flag, but then at a certain point they'll be like, you're not real Dominican, you're not real Mexican, and things of that nature. And this is what I'm bringing right now versus Caleb Plant, El Gringo. David Benavidez is the Mexican monster, waving the Mexican flag. They're proud of David Benavidez. David Benavidez said it today. He said, I want to be in that lineage of Morales Berea. I want to go to war. That's me. That's who I am. He's going to come down with his sombrero, la bandera roja. He speaks English and speaks Spanish. He has the great dialect. He could speak well. He could trash talk. He has the style of a Mexican style. He has that. He's exciting to watch. Él tiene bola. He's the testicular fortitude, a mental fortitude. Y también esa es su patada también. Y también su bebé su ron también. Y tiene una Mexican mami también, ese tipo también. But what happens the day when he's about to face Canelo Alvarez? And you remember when Canelo Alvarez months ago, you remember the energy in this community. You remember the energy in this community months ago. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't playing around with y'all. You remember the energy in this community when Canelo Alvarez said he don't want to fight other Mexican fighters, right? And then people was trying to say, well, David Benavidez is not real Mexican. You see that energy several months ago. Oh, it's going to ramp up. If David Benavidez beat Caleb Plant, like I think he's going to beat Caleb Plant, that's my prediction. And then Canelo Alvarez goes up against David Benavidez, we're going to see if he's really the Mexican monster. Oh, man, he probably going to have to say the Dominican monster like I'm saying. He probably going to have to go to the side of an Ecuadorian monster. Maybe he's just going to be the American monster, because I'm going to tell you right now, the thing what happened to Oscar de La Hoya and Julio Cesar Chavez is going to happen again. It's going to be the Chicano versus the Mexicano. They would not consider David Benavidez a pure Mexican. I already seen the energy several months ago, and watch it. I'm going to see it ramp up today. I mean, if Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez fight one another. Eres mexicano, dímelo ahora si eres mexicano ahora mismito, porque I don't want to hear you sacar el pie. I don't want you to jump off the wagon. See, the Mexican people, look, remember, Canelo Alvarez is going to be fighting John Ryder, so the Mexican people is going to love Canelo Alvarez because he bring it back to Mexico. He's going to bring good economy just by him fighting. They're going to love him more than they love him right now. After he whooped John Ryder's ass, they're going to love Canelo Alvarez way more, because this is the first time he goes back in 12 years as the great fighter, as the greatest of our time. He's going to go back. And then, if you are Chicano, or even if you Americanized Latino, and even if you feel that Canelo Alvarez, because this happened to me, my father was a Julio Cesar Chavez fan. He loved Julio Cesar Chavez. He identified with Julio Cesar Chavez. Even as a Dominican, he values Julio Cesar Chavez. I like the Oscar de La Hoya, because when I looked at Oscar de La Hoya, he identified with us. The only star, the only superstar that gave us a voice was Oscar de La Hoya in any sport. The American Latinos, Oscar de La Hoya was our guy. For the young people, for the American Latinos, we identify with Oscar de La Hoya. So when they say that he was not real Mexican, and when people tell me I'm not a real Dominican, I identify with that. I've gone through what Oscar de La Hoya has gone through, and I know a lot of people in the chat has gone through the same ish. David Benavidez is going to go through the same ish. They backing him right now. Or they coming in numbers right now because he's going to fight Caleb Plant, which he's not Mexican. Gringuito. But when it's against Canelo Alvarez, they're going to call him fake Mexican. Yo estoy hablando mentira, dímelo. Yo estoy hablando mentira, si no. We've seen this before. Am I speaking unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, folks? Yo no estoy hablando mentira. Let me go. Kevin Effect said A-Rod chose to play for USA. I was heated. You remember? You remember Kevin Effect? You remember, right? Adrian Lopez said, the day he faces Canelo, they're going to say he's Ecuadorian, bro. I know it. I know it. I know this. Watch. They're going to say he's not a real Mexican. And guess what? My prediction, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. Because, you know, boxing is an emotional sport. And, of course, we don't got to be beta males and stuff like that. We have to, you know what I'm saying, we have to make technical analysis on how fights is going to go. See, I got Canelo Alvarez beating David Benavidez right now. But if you look at the poll, I said who you rooting for. Not who you think is going to win. Who you rooting for. If I sense that energy, that they're saying that David Benavidez is not a real Mexican, my energy, my emotion is going to go back to how I used to feel when they say that Oscar de La Hoya was not real Mexican. I don't have to be Mexican, but somos Latino. And we understand that. In our community, we understand that. There's a lot of that in our community. You're not real Mexican, or you a fake Mexican. You're not real Dominican, you're a fake Dominican. You're not real Puerto Rican. Usted no es Boricua. You're not Puerto Rican. You're New Yorkican. You're Philly Rican. Danny Garcia is not a real Puerto Rican. He's not Miguel Cotto. You feel me? Rolly Romero's not real Cuban. Rigondeaux was real Cuban. You feel me? It's going to be like that. Jackie Hernandez said, my husband is Mexican, and he already says that about Benavidez. You see that? I know our community. I know our people. Brian Guzman said, usually when it's an older cat and a younger cat, I like to see the younger, less experienced cat get the dub. Because in boxing, you know how, Brian, you know in boxing, if we don't got no horse in the race, we usually go for the underdog. Maybe it started with Rocky movies. I don't know. Maybe the Rocky movie, you know what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, if this is a poor man's sport, it's natural for us to identify with the underdog. If we're come from humbling beginnings, we also identify with the underdog. See, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't think that a lot of people didn't identify with Floyd Mayweather. Not because that he didn't have no skills or nothing like that. You already know that Floyd Mayweather had one of the greatest skills ever. But all that glitz and the glamour and the riches and stuff like that, it gets to a point where I don't identify with that. I'm hungry, man. That's a dream, man. You're not talking to me. You talking to Bill Gates. You talking to Donald Trump. You ain't talking to me. That's why people love Manny Pacquiao, because Manny Pacquiao, had all the money, but he didn't walk around like he had all the money. And when he had the money, he's just giving out the money. You see him as humble as it comes, because boxing is a humbling sport. We identify with the have-nots. We identify with the humbleness, even though we like to say, hey, yo, we want these fighters to be humble and stuff like that. It's already a humbling sport, but we don't identify with guys like Floyd Mayweather, with the antics, with the Julio and stuff like that. Not most people, because most people are struggling. That's why more people, not only that Manny Pacquiao was exciting, they identify with Manny Pacquiao because era humilde. He was humble. He didn't throw it to the poor people's face. He didn't have that attitude. I got it. You don't. Watch me. Watch me. A lot of people didn't identify with that. Dímelo. Smash the like button, my friends. Smash the like button. Help the visibility of the video in the live. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a civil war amongst the Mexicans. And I'm going to understand it as a fellow Latino. I'm going to understand it, and it's going to drive me, if I see it and I feel the energy, it's going to make me root for David Benavidez, because I'm going to identify with David Benavidez. I'm keeping it real. I'm saying that Canelo Alvarez I have Canelo Alvarez beating David Benavidez right now. If I have to predict the fight right now, I got Canelo Alvarez beating David Benavidez, but I'm going to root for David Benavidez. If I sense the energy and I see the people, and while he's going out there, because remember, Oscar de La Hoya was the same way. He was coming out with the Mexican color. He was coming with the sombrero. He was coming out with the Mexican song. He wanted to uplift his people so much. He was vouching. He was wearing the Mexican color, the American colors and stuff like that. He was out there representing, but a lot of people turned their backs on Oscar de La Hoya. Not once, but twice, versus Fernando Vargas and Julio Cesar Chavez. As a matter of fact, not once, not twice, but 3 times, because he faced Chavez twice. That hurt Oscar de La Hoya. If you haven't checked the documentary, go check out the documentary on the Zone. It hurt Oscar de La Hoya, but to be honest, I have not even seen the documentary. I know that the documentary is out there, but I haven't seen it because that was my era. I lived through it. I had conversation about it. We had debates about it, even when we were not talking about boxing. It's just like I was talking about baseball and stuff like that. In the Latino community, there's a lot of that. You're not real, you're fake. You're not real Mexican. You're a fake Mexican. You're an American. But yeah, you want us to represent. But at times when we're representing, you don't want us to represent no more. You feel me? When we fighting everybody else, oh, somos dominicano. But when it comes to a dominicano, ¿qué usted? You remember the fight? I think it was 1.5 years ago. Gabe Flores. Remember Gabe Flores? Gabe Flores, El Chicano, Gabe Flores Jr., he comes out with the Mexican colors, always giving up Mexicans from Stockton, always giving up Mexican. As soon as he fought a Mexican fighter, you know what they did to him when he came out for the first time? He was sad. I spoke to his dad. They feel betrayed. I spoke to Gabe Flores Sr. I spoke to Gabe Flores Jr. For the first time, they felt betrayed about their own people. When he fought a Mexican fighter, go check it out. Not the last fight, the fight that he had. Let me see. Let me give you the name. So I want to keep. I want to be accurate. I want to be accurate. And if you want to check out that fight, I want to check so you can check out the entrance or check out the ending of that fight. Hold on. Let me see which one he fought. I think it was Lopez. Did he lose to Lopez? Or no, Velez. I think it was Velez. Let me see if Velez. No. Velez is Puerto Rican. It was Lopez. Yes. When he fought Lopez, but he lost to Lopez. 2020, was it the 2021? When he was getting beat up, who was it? That was Ruiz. No. Yeah, I think it was, yes. I think it was Lopez. It was Lopez. It was Lopez or Abraham. Yeah, Abraham Montoya. When he fought Abraham Montoya, I think it was that fight. When he fought Abraham Montoya, people was identifying with him. People identify with Abraham Montoya. If it was Lopez, it was one of them both where people was booing him. I think it was Montoya. People was booing Gabe Flores as a Chicano. And he said in the post-fight interview, oh, it's because I'm a Chicano and stuff like that. But you saw it in his face, bro. You saw like, damn, man, my own people. I'm vouching for y'all. I'm coming with Mexican songs. I'm saying, let's go Mexico. Let's go this. And y'all gonna betray me. I saw with Gabe Flores just 1.5 years ago. It's going to happen with David Benavidez. I think David Benavidez is going to feel hurt because he's rocking that Mexican monster. Remember, Mike Tyson gave him the name, but now he's rocking that Mexican monster name. He's rocking that Mexican monster name. How about if Canelo Alvarez says, pero tú eres no de verdad mexicano, tú eres americano. Ay. And there's going to be a lot of people that's going to agree with Canelo Alvarez. I ain't never said that I never wanted to fight you. I said that I wouldn't fight Mexican. I was talking about Jaime Munguia. I was talking about Zurdo Ramirez. I wasn't talking about you porque usted es americano. And once it goes like that, come on, man. You saw in a recent interview with David Benavidez. He ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see where we at. ¿A dónde estamos? 44, 47 gente. Estamos aquí. Y esa vaina. Vamos, y esa vaina y el respeto. Man, ni voy a decir nada. Ni voy a decir nada. Ni voy a decir nada. Ese por es cheap aquí. Ni voy a decir nada. But David looks more Mexican. Canelo looks more last name like McGregor. Es verdad, es verdad, es verdad. Es verdad, es verdad. But así no. We gotta support more than this. Así no. Mira este número. Estos números, no, a mí no me respetan a mí aquí. Eso es. Yo no quiero que yo voy a pagar mi canal. A mí no me respetan a mí. ¿Ah? Mira, yo miro otro canal que son basura. I gotta say this to my subscribers. Y'all gotta come stronger than this, bro. Y'all gotta support better than this. This is trash. No lo que están aquí, pero the people that are gonna catch the playback. Mira, yo veo otra gente y tienen 500 gente. Y son basura esa gente. Nobody puts the work that I put work. Y mira, te support y que 49 gente aquí mismo. Usted tan loco, No. Así no. Así no vamos a trabajar. Así no vamos a trabajar, mi gente. Así no. Y este falta de respeto que ustedes me están dando a mí. Y después ustedes quieren que yo haga un interview con quién, con 50 gente. Así no, mi hermano, así no. Esto es falta de respeto ahora. Anyway, David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. I think it's going to be tougher than what people think. I'm saying it as fun and stuff like that. I think it's going to be tougher. I won't be surprised if it goes to a decision. All I know is if it goes to a decision, a lot of people are going to critique David Benavidez because I believe, like I said yesterday, and I said in my video with David Haney and Bill Haney and what he said, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about that as well. Que como if I already always say it's not about just winning and losing, but it's how you win and how you lose. 54 on live there should be 54 likes. Es verdad, Adrian. Mira, dame ver lo que estamos ahora mismo. 46. Mira este falta de respeto que tiene la gente conmigo. Diablo, man. Este trabajo que yo hago, man. Y dejo los muchachitos allá. Yo hice un video, tú me oíste con los muchachitos y la mujer está ahí solita. Y yo a ti que trabajando y este respeto que me dan la gente a mí. Diablo, man. Ustedes sí son sucios. Los que no están aquí, los que están aquí, los que no están aquí, yo estoy diciendo. But, these dudes stingy with the likes. Yeah. But yeah, David Benavidez and Caleb Plant is going to be a tough. I think it's going to be tough. I think that Caleb Plant is very dedicated to this game. And again, and like I said, and I'm going to keep on saying it time and time again, I think that Caleb Plant would have done better if he was just not trying to get the clarification for Canelo Alvarez. As soon as he got the clarification for Canelo Alvarez, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good enough. You like the fight? Yeah. And then when Canelo Alvarez says, yeah, it's good, he felt like he won. But nah, it's not like that. You got to win the fight. You got to go for it. And I know that Caleb Plant didn't go for the gusto. He didn't go for the gusto. Even when Canelo Alvarez was baiting him to come while he was in the ropes. David Benavidez is going to go for the gusto. I believe that David Benavidez got more pressure as well. I think that Caleb Plant really got nothing to lose because I think he feels that a lot of people feel like he's going to lose. But also, the person that got nothing to lose is a very dangerous man as well. The person that got nothing to lose is a very dangerous man as well. Dímelo, Arturo, dímelo. David Benavidez has more of an upside because he's young. And I'm not saying that Caleb Plant is old, but what I'm saying that David Benavidez, if you look at his body, you could tell, look, if you want to, I'm going to tell you like this. If Canelo Alvarez wanted David Benavidez when he was young, he should have got him like 2 fights ago when he was just trying to get back, when he was fluctuating weight, when he didn't look like he was a healthy 168-pounder. Now he looked like a 168-pounder. Now he looked like he's dedicated, And I'm going to say it like this. Once a fighter, once he had his fun and now he's highly dedicated. You remember Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao was out there with orgies and stuff like that, but once he got dedicated and stuff like that, he became a monster. David, if you thought that David Benavidez was good when he wasn't dedicated, imagine now when he is. He's looking ripped. People are saying, "Oh, yo, man, he don't look right now. Man, he looking drained. He ain't looking drained. He looking shape." Is when you see somebody out of shape for a long time and then you see him in shape, y la cara está como is more slimmer. He got the boxes. He got like an 8-pack right now. Oh man, ain't no body shots gonna work on him. David Benavidez looking stronger, looking faster, gonna look faster, gonna look stronger, looking smarter. IQ got more motivation. I believe the Caleb Plant. I like what Caleb Plant was saying. Caleb Plant is true. And it's good what Caleb Plant was also saying because it could reach the youth right now. Like, don't get ready when when you got a contract on the table or when you got an opportunity that lays on your table. You got to be ready when that opportunity comes to the table. And that's what Caleb Plant was trying to say. I don't need to get a 6-pack now. Oh, now you motivated? I've been motivated ever since I was a child. I've been motivated. And that's what a lot of people need to adopt and instill their kids. Be ready. So when something drops in your lap, you are ready. Because I'm saying like this, a lot of people get these opportunities, but they ain't ready to take on some opportunities. Some people are skilled enough, but they're not ready. Sometimes you be like, yo, some people be in life like, yo, man, damn, if I had this, man, if I got the opportunity, man, I just want this door to crack open for me. But you ain't ready if this door crack open. Oh man, I wanna get this money. I want to get this money. How you know? Could you manage this money? Oh man, I want a house. Could you manage that house? Man, I want this job and I want this, and I want to become a boss and I want to become a manager. I need a promotion. Could you manage being a promotion? Man, I've seen people get a promotion and then they get fired the next time because they can't handle the responsibility. You're not ready to handle that responsibility. Some of these fighters can't handle success. You're not ready to be a champion. Oh, yeah, and boxing is actually like that. Some of these fighters that be like, hey, yo, I want to fight the best. I want to fight the best. You ain't ready to fight the best. You know why? Because you ain't even ready to be a champion. Matter of fact, it takes money to be a champion in the sport of boxing. Are you ready to pay that sanctioning fees? I'm going to tell you like this. There's fighters right now that don't want to be a unified champion, that don't want to be undisputed. They say they want to be undisputed, but they ain't ready to become undisputed because it's very expensive to become an undisputed. You got to pay for sanctioning fees. Why you think that Josh Taylor was letting go belts? Huh? Why you think Josh Taylor let go of his belts? I ain't paying for sanctioning fees. Why you think that Timothy Bradley said it before he retired? I'm not trying to, when they asked him, you want to fight Keith Thurman? Do you want to fight Earl Spence? And he said, man, I only need one belt. I'm paying for sanctioning fees. He wasn't ready to become an undisputed. You're not ready to become a responsible undisputed. That's why some of these undisputed, they get the belts and then they drop them right quick because they can't afford to be a champion. They can't afford to be great. Canelo Alvarez could afford to be great. Canelo Alvarez could afford to be an undisputed. You understand what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you're not ready for the success. You got to take baby steps. You got to be ready when the shit falls in your lap. You got to be ready and take the ball and run. Sometimes you asking for something you can't handle. Yo, I want to become a millionaire. You can't even handle 100,000. You want to become a millionaire? What you going to do with that? You can't even. My pops told me one time, he said, man, if you can't handle $50, what makes you think you can handle $50,000? How many times when people be like, hey, yo, what you going to buy if you get this type of money? I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to buy a house. You know, there's a lot of fighters that buy a house and then they go and they gotta leave the house and stuff like that because they're not fighting as much. Thus, Charlo. You hear, oh man, the house is going to go foreclosure. They buy the big house, water bills, and all that stuff. Glitz, they got the Rolls Royce. Where Adrian Broner Royce is? What's Adrian Broner's big house? Where it all go? They ain't ready for it. They're not ready for it. You got to take baby steps. It's good that David Benavidez had learned from his mistakes. Caleb Plant, you know what I'm saying? I believe he's a constant professional. Does everything by the book, in position for good fights, in position to make us some good money, and that's why he's in position where he's at today. It's going to be a tough fight. Now, with David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, it's a fight that we all want to see. It's a fight that Canelo Alvarez knows that he's going to be put against the wall. Because if David Benavidez beat Caleb Plant in a spectacular fashion, probably in a better fashion than Canelo Alvarez, then Canelo Alvarez is going to be under pressure. It's either you fight that now, either you fight David Benavidez now, or you're going to lose the fans. Because look at Jose Benavidez Sr. He's already shaming Canelo Alvarez. And if people start believing Jose Benavidez Sr. the way that he intends for people to believe him, when he's saying he's scared of a Mexican monster, Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight Mexican. Canelo Alvarez don't want to give chances to Mexican. And I'm going to tell you like this. When it comes to the have-nots, like where most of us are raised, opportunity is everything. See, when Canelo Alvarez said that he don't want to fight Mexican fighters, I didn't like that. If y'all been following the channel, that's when I critique Canelo Alvarez very harshly, because I identify with the have-nots. How are you Mexican and now going to give another Mexican, knowing how they came up, knowing how you came up? Ese tu barrio, mi hermano. You know that you could change your life by you giving the opportunity to another Mexican fighter. For you to say that you don't want to give a Mexican fighter a shot, or you don't want to fight a Mexican fighter, you're not helping them. You're not helping them by doing that. You actually fucking them up more. You could, just by fighting you could change lives. I didn't like that about Canelo Alvarez. I didn't like when he said he want to fight a Mexican fighter. I don't give a damn how he said it, or people want to justify you. No, you want to give a chance. That's the opportunity. You change lives like that. Why you think people like to make fun of other people? Payday, payday. Y'all like to make fun of that. I don't like to make fun of that. Because if a person is in position to get the payday, they deserve the payday. Y'all don't like it. Y'all like to shame certain fighters. But if that fighter put himself in position to get there, that's why y'all be like, well, John Ryder put himself in position. All right, but he's a UK dude and he's getting that position. Suda Ramirez could have had that fight. Suda Ramirez could have had that fight. David Benavidez been in mandatory position to fight Canelo Alvarez 2 fights ago. Why he didn't get the opportunity? Why does John Ryder get the opportunity over David Benavidez? The only reason why David Benavidez is fighting Caleb Plant is because Canelo Alvarez didn't pick him. So now you giving John Ryder an opportunity. What about Canelo Alvarez? Hey, if you listen to the story of Benavidez and how they struggle, why wouldn't you, as a fellow Mexican, give a fellow Mexican an opportunity? Una familia mexicana. Why you don't give an opportunity? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. He said, Gene Money said, David should forget about Canelo Alvarez. Why? How can you look, people, David can't forget about Canelo Alvarez. Charlo can't forget about Canelo Alvarez. Andre can't forget about Canelo Alvarez. Anybody in the 168, I'm saying Charlo's in 160, but he's going to move up to the 168. All these guys, if they want to be great, they have to call out Canelo Alvarez, because he's the only one with the belts. If you don't call out Canelo Alvarez or want to fight Canelo Alvarez, then I'm going to question you. Why you in it for? The only problem that I have is y'all shame guys for calling out Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez is undisputed. If you don't call out Canelo Alvarez, then you don't want to become the best. You're going to call another unchampion, or do you going to call out the champion? Right? Who do you want these guys to call out? Oh, Punch, but these guys got to fight each other. All right, they fight each other. Eventually, they're going to have to call out Canelo Alvarez either way. So if they're in position, why not call out Canelo Alvarez? Don't be a robot and follow the same pattern, everybody. Don't follow the narrative. Don't be a slave to the narrative. Hey, yo, Punch, he just want payday. Everybody want payday in boxing. This is prize fighting. What do you think? Everybody wants payday. You want payday in your respective job. Imagine if I go to your job and your boss is right there, and I'll be like, no, they're not. Don't give them an opportunity. What you want? Payday. How about if you go into an interview right now? You in position. You went to school. You got your associates. You got your bachelor's. You probably got your master's. And now you're going for an interview. And Punch Drunk Boxing is going to pop up in your interview and going to be like to your boss in the interview. Hey, wait. What you want? Payday. What you want? Payday. How about you give the other guy that has you got another person to interview tomorrow? Yeah, at 1 o'clock. How about you give that guy the opportunity? How about if I do that to you? Payday, right? Oh, now it makes sense, right? Now it makes sense when how y'all go at other fighters. You want payday. I'm going to go to you. When you got an interview tomorrow, I'm going to your interview, and the people that's interviewing you, I'm going to, boom, come to the door. Hey, no, I don't think he deserves it. He just want payday. He ain't trying to do good by you and this company. He's just going to work for the money. He just want payday. No, I see it. Oh, now it makes sense, right? Now it makes sense what I'm talking about, right? Now it makes sense, right? What you call those type of people? Hater, right? Let's keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. I always say that boxing translates to life itself. Hey, what's good? What's good with the super chat? Good looking out with the super chat, my brother. Said only one problem. Canelo is way closer to what Chavez was than David Benavidez is what Oscar was. It's not even close. It's not even close. Well, I'm not trying to say that David Benavidez is Oscar de La Hoya, and I'm not trying to say that Canelo Alvarez is Julio Cesar Chavez, and you are right. Canelo Alvarez is closer to Chavez. Even before the Bivol fight, people already were saying that he's the best Mexican fighter that ever lived. Boxing fans are harsh because they were saying that about after Canelo Alvarez beat Caleb Plant, became 4 division world champion, super middleweight undisputed. They already were saying that he's the best Mexican fighter that ever lived. But then when he lost to Bivol, everybody retracted. Now they say, no, I don't think he's the best. But you're right about that. Good look at that with a super chat. You are right about that. Canelo Alvarez is closer to Chavez than David Benavidez is closer to Oscar de La Hoya. But what I'm talking about also is just the energy. See, yes, Benavidez is not close to Oscar de La Hoya, but yet this is the primary fight that the fans want to see for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez don't have mega names, don't have lucrative names for it to be a mega fight. This is the last mega fight. This is the mega fight for Canelo Alvarez. This is David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. It is, whether people like it or not. Whether people say, well, all these guys got to fight each other. Or they just want payday. I hate Jose Benavidez Sr. I hate his dad. Deja la pendeja, mi hermanos. This is the mega fight for Canelo Alvarez. And because Canelo Alvarez has separated himself from his contemporaries, Canelo Alvarez have acquired and have accomplished way more than these guys, that these guys haven't even accomplished 25% of what Canelo Alvarez have. Yet in the end of the day, if Canelo Alvarez is going to be seasoned, if the Canelo Alvarez is going to be active, if Canelo Alvarez is going to hold on to the strap, there got to be some responsibility that he needs to take care of. And David Benavidez is one of the main responsibilities that the fans want to see him take care of. Hey, in the building, what's good? Appreciate you, my brother, man. Peace and love to you, my brother. Good looking out with a super chat, man. Appreciate all the members. Appreciate to those who respect the hard work and dedication and the grind of the channel. You know what I'm saying? That support the channel, donate to the channel. Good looking out, man. God bless you all, man. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London, bruv, Sheffield, Liverpool, Manchester. Yes. Everybody subscribe to my brother Rapstar Boxing Knowledge from across the pond, one of the realest channels in the YTBC. Hey, Rap, I'm gonna put you on a pound for pound list. I'm gonna put you on a pound for pound list in terms of, because you've been doing your thing. Good interviews out there, good interviews. So don't need to donate family feud interview. You know, epic. You got the Bill Haney, epic, and the Bernard Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Epic. Yes. Got the Jose Benavidez Sr. when he said that his son is the Dominican monster as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Everybody subscribe to my brother Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. It's going to be a civil war. Right now, David Benavidez is getting all the love. I just want him to really think about it, how he goes by things. Because he's going to get his heart broken. David Benavidez is going to get his heart broken because he's wearing that Mexican pride on his sleeve. Remember, David Benavidez is Mexican, Ecuadorian, and Dominican. His mother is half Ecuadorian and Dominican, and his father is Mexican. He didn't even come out with the Dominican flag. He's very prideful of his heritage, Mexican. He feels more Mexican, especially if he was born on the West Coast. If he was born on the East Coast, I would think that you see him with the Dominican flag. But on the West Coast, there's no Dominicans out there, really. But he's wearing it. He wears that pride just as much as Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez represents Mexico just as much as Canelo Alvarez. Y ese no un tipo de que no sabe hablar español, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some Spanish that are Americanized Latino, and they don't know how to speak Spanish and shit like that. But ese se defiende, ese sabe hablar español también. Hey, es verdad. If there is a fight today that's close to that, it will be that one. We got what we got. de nada de tu hermano en Cristo. Ya tú sabes, de lo mío, puertorriqueño, boricua, ya tú sabes, somos hermano de Cristo. You already know God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. You want to get the shirt as well. If y'all want to get the shirt, Fight plus survive equals true champions. You could purchase the shirt. It's right under the video. You know what I'm saying? Punch Drunk attire. Show support any way you can. Also, we got God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. What else we got? We got Teofimo Lopez shirts. We got Punch Drunk Boxing hoodies, Punch Drunk Boxing, anything to support the channel. It will be good. You can give it a gift to somebody. Good looking out. Hey, thanks you for the super chat, man. My brother. Appreciate that to the fullest. Benny was good. Now, of course, this conversation is actually ahead of is ahead of ourselves because, of course, David Benavidez will have to beat Caleb Plant. And it's not going to be easy. Shout out to Coach Wade. Shout out to all the coaches. Shout out to all the people that make sacrifices to make this fight. And shout out to Al Heyman, a.k.a. Al Jamón. Yes. Shout out to Al Jamón, my friend, con queso y salami. Porque Al Jamón got a lot of critique in this community. A lot of people been on Al Heyman. A lot of people been dissing Steven Espinosa. A lot of people been dissing these guys. Showtime Boxing, TGB. But they came out with the schedule. We got a big fight. Al Jamón, David Benavidez, and Caleb Plant. Let's also not forget, because in this community, there's a lot of bum-ass channels. I'm going to say it like this, bum-ass channels, because what they do is they find a niche to discredit the sport of boxing. Now, look, not everybody is perfect, but I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing. I love boxing. I'm not here to throw boxing into the dirt. There's some channels that even when you see Showtime Boxing doing good and Al Heyman doing good, and they still don't want to give it a credit. Look, there's other channels that be like, well, the fight hasn't been sold out anymore. They just come up with that shit. You know why? To discredit and devalue the fight. Oh, it's not worth it. Oh, this fight has no buzz. This fight has a lot of buzz. This fight has a lot of buzz. My brothers and sisters, I know that a lot of people go out there, you know what I'm saying? You flip and flop and you go to other channels and stuff like that. All cool. But understand when they hustling, y'all, just understand that some of these people don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. That these people don't give a damn about to preserve the sport of boxing. They don't give a damn about the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Let me say you a quote. I want you to listen to this quote that Pep once gave. I want you to listen to this quote. I love this quote by Willie Pep. Willie Pep. Let me see, because it's kind of lagging right now. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? In the chat. What's good? Rapstar said, I will be live later punching everyone. Good looking out. Yeah, yes. Put the time so people can understand. People know. Willie Pep said, for the people out there, look, that don't respect fighters, that don't respect the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. If you get in the ring, you're a fighter. They couldn't build steps up to the ring strong enough to hold a coward. Now, how many times you hear in this community call fighters pussy or the derogatory name that you could think of? Don't give the fighter the benefit of the doubt. See, if this is the business of boxing, the fights that we want to see is not really about the fighters. The fighters fight. The fighters fall for free. Think about it. There's a video of Gervonta Davis as a child. He was 160-10 as a child. Thinking about Gervonta Davis, and a lot of people be like, hey, yo, but, oh, man, they're fighting for the money. They was fighting for free. A guy like Gervonta Davis got almost 250 amateur bouts. He fought for free, getting in the head for free. That's when you hear people be like, hey, yo, does Gervonta Davis already sound a little punchy? He got almost 250 amateur bouts. He got almost 250 amateur bouts before. Think about this. And you got to give credit. You got to give credit to Gervonta Davis. He got signed as a teenager at the age of what? 17, 18. By the age of 17, this kid already had almost 250 amateur bouts. So if he does sound like a little slow, a little thing like that, I think that's how he sound regularly. But people be like, hey, yo, he sound a little punchy already. He was fighting for free. All these fighters fought for free. They already did their just due. Don't think that, oh, because you don't get the fight that you want to see and they don't get it is a fighter's fault. Oh, yeah. The stipulation is one thing. We could hold fighters accountable, but not to the point where we try to like bury them. At the end of the day, we're hardcore boxing fans. But this is one of my favorite quotes. This is one of my favorite quotes of Willie Pep. And I'm going to say it again. And you can say it to the people. If you get in the ring, you are a fighter. Don't matter what rank you are, from number 1 to number 10,000. They couldn't build steps, the 3 steps, up to the ring strong enough to hold a coward. So that's a quote from Willie Pep, one of the greatest that ever lived. For the people that likes to devalue and disrespect fighters, because and I know when you don't want to diss a Paul Williams, and I know you won't diss Patrick Day's family. You don't want to diss Parchado Colon's mother that's taking care of him. None of you guys going there and taking care of Parchado Colon. So ripeki. But I think that David Benavidez is going to find out that his pride to being a Mexican is going to take a hit. He might feel a little lost. He might feel a little confused. Like, how can I have all these fans now? And how can I vouch for Puerto Rico and have my heart out there? But when I fight Canelo Alvarez, you know what they're going to call me? You don't know what they're going to call David Benavidez? They're going to call him a fake Mexican. They're going to call him what you've been called as a Americanized Latino. I've been called a fake Dominican. No, tú eres Dominicano, you're Americano. If that energy plays out, I'm going to be forced to root for David Benavidez. But I do got Canelo Alvarez beating David Benavidez. But I will be forced to root for David Benavidez. That's something that we hear almost all our lives growing up. All our lives we heard it. I know Chicanos heard it as well. I know it. I know you heard it all, that you were fake Mexican. I heard that. You heard it. And that's why I got that fight on my thumbnail. Julio Cesar Chavez versus Oscar de La Hoya. And when Oscar de La Hoya beat Julio Cesar Chavez, oh no, you couldn't be happy. Oh man, it got worse. The biggest win of his life for Oscar de La Hoya was the most dangerous win of his life, which his own people, he got death threats. Oh, you think that this live is not that serious? It is serious. Y'all don't think it's serious right now. Oh yeah, May 25th. Yeah, David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, the Mexican monster. But will he be the Mexican monster? Will you look upon him to be the Mexican monster when he faced arguably the best Mexican that ever lived in the 4th-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, the living legend, the walking Hall of Famer, Canelo Alvarez? Are you going to support him? Are you going to back him? Or are you going to call him a fake Mexican? The boxing scientist said, I feel you, Punch. I'm so sick of the whole fake Mexican versus real Mexican BS. Oh, no, yeah, we all sick of it. But it's going to come to fruition. And now, and I'm going to tell you like this, it might even get deeper because now it's social media. See, in this community, people talk about, there's pro-black channels, right? And there's some Latinos channels, and they don't like, we seen it go back and forth. We seen the UK people go after the American people. We seen it go back and forth. We seen the Philippines. We seen the Floyd Mayweather fan base. We seen it go back and forth. But in social media, we ain't never seen this before. We ain't never seen this before. It's going to be a dangerous place. We saw how dangerous it could get. We saw how dangerous it got with the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. A guy like me, a little old channel, I used to get death threats. Oh, you a coon, Punch? Oh, you ain't black, Punch? Oh, you a Uncle Tom, Punch? Oh, just because I didn't believe in the excuses. Oh, yo, come on. Hey, yo, I'm going to kill you. Yo, I got death threats for 6 months. Death threats. Death threats. No lie. No lie. Death threats. Oh, you come to my city. Why do you think I was going to every city that summer? Con un machetazo le voy a dar a todito que tiene problemas con Poche Dronky. Now, of course, a lot of these people is a bunch of trolls and stuff like that, but we don't know these people. There's a lot of crazy people in this community. We don't know, man. A lot of people got to be on Bellevue Hospital, but we never going to see it. I'm saying we never going to see it like we're going to experience it. We saw it before, but the way this community is going to turn, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, if David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, it's going to be a Mexican civil war. It might be the Americanized Mexican channels with the Mexican channels going back and forth. Tú verás. It's going to be something like we never seen before in this community, because when Oscar de La Hoya and Chavez happened, when Oscar de La Hoya and Fernando Vargas happened, we didn't have the YTBC. But you know and I know how toxic the YTBC could get. And it's going to be one of the most toxic moments. One of the most toxic moments was Flomos and Pac-Tarts, right? One of the most toxic moments was Furies and the Wilders. People became rich. People became rich off those contents. People became rich off the hate. Yeah, there was channels out there that wanted even Sugar Hill to die, to get in his car and burn and get off a cliff. Do you remember all of this? Do you remember that? Do you remember they was calling Tyson Fury's wife a cracker and was calling Tyson Fury's kids cracker babies? Do you remember? Threatening people if you don't believe in the same thing. And if you was on Deontay Wilder's side, man, they exiled you. Get the hell out of the community. You're not black. You're not for the black people. Get the hell out. That's what they say. We're going to see one of the worst times in the YTBC when David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez fight. You're going to see. Because Jose Benavidez Sr. is not going to keep his mouth shut. Jose Benavidez Sr., he's already starting it. Y'all don't see it right now because you know who's David Benavidez fighting? Un gringuito. Who's going to vouch for the gringuito ahora mismito? Who's going to vouch? You know that? Ain't no Latino and black going to vouch for the gringuito ahora mismito. Pero tú verás cuando el mexicano va a pelear con el chicano. You're going to see. Tip Bayless in the building. What's good, my brother? Said we already seen a preview of the Erolets at Buttercups. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the thing is with them, I see it. I see it. I see it. But this one is going to be worse. Way worse. It's going to be way worse. Because when it comes to Bud and Earl Spence, it's not about how black Bud is or how black Earl Spence is. It's not a identity thing. So it's just a fan base of saying who's better, whose fault it is that the fight ain't happening. So the Earl Spence and the Bud Crawford, I understand what you're trying to say to Bayless, but it's nothing compared to what we're going to see with Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, because they're going to play with your identity. They're going to tell David Benavidez that you're a fake Mexican. Can you imagine David Benavidez when they say that he's a fake Mexican and then he's going to hear the boos for the first time? For the first time, David Benavidez is going to hear the boos from his own people. Just like Gabe Flores Jr. heard the boos after his fight. Just like Oscar de La Hoya, who represented the USA with a gold medal, but he always hold the Mexican out in his sleeves. The Mexican turned their backs on Oscar de La Hoya. And he still represented. But you know that shit took a toll. That took a toll on Oscar de La Hoya. It became so he don't even know who he is. Y'all remember? Y'all don't remember, man. People don't remember. I don't think a lot of y'all think. I don't think a lot of y'all is understanding what I'm saying. Punch, don't sleep on YD4, brother. I don't think a lot of people understand. Mark my words. Remember this date. Remember this day. Today is the 23rd. Remember, it's going to be hectic in this community. You ain't never going to experience it like this before. It's going to be a lot of hate. It's going to be a lot of hate. It's going to be a lot of, oh, get out of my country. Why you in my country? It's going to be that. You're going to see the Chicanos more prideful and more patriotic than ever. Because a Chicano loves to be Mexican. Just like a Dominican. I say, what are you? I'm Dominicano. You say Dominicano. I'm patriotic as well. I love being American. Pero mi cultura es Dominicano, Latino, ya tú sabes. You know how I wear it in my sleeve. Otro Americano. Tú no Dominicano. You're going to see. Put it this way. For a black person, how does it feel when somebody calls you an Uncle Tom? Those are fighting words, right? What does it feel when somebody calls you an Uncle Tom? What they call what Sambo? You know what I'm saying? Oreo, Coon. That's the same thing. You fake Mexican. Same thing. The same feeling. Same feeling. Bro, Benavidez is half South American, but no one cares. But the thing is, Alex Perez is what he represents, is what he's out there. Look, I can say Dominican Monster all I want, but he don't wear the Dominican Monster. He don't represent Dominican like that. Let's be honest. He don't be out there with the Dominican flag, but I know what he is, right? His father told me what he is. His father told me what he is. Forget about Google. I asked his father. He said, yes, Mexican, Ecuadorian, and Dominican. But he don't wear the Dominican flag. His heart is for Mexico. His heart is para los mexicanos. Pero los mexicanos gonna give him a rude awakening. I'm Chicano. I honestly feel more Mexican than my cousins who came over illegally. They got whitewashed. Hey, yo, boxing scientists, I'm telling you, it's gonna get to the point where they're going when you're gonna be telling your own people, well, why you in my country? Tú verás. Yo, mark my words today. It's gonna be the Chicano's gonna tell the Mexican, who you come for help when you come to this country? Huh? Wait, what the fuck? He's also Dominican? Pues dame darte el video. Ale Perez. Dame darte el video, pues. If you don't believe me, I got you right here. Let me find it. I got you right here, brother. I got you right here. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a sec. I got you right here, brother. No, que está. No me diga que yo lo borré. Yo tengo video también de eso. Que está. No me diga que yo lo borré. Diablo, man. Lo borré yo. Just to make space. I'll go to the video. Hold on. Give me 1 second. ¿Dónde está? Let me get it right here. I got you right here. Hold on. Hold on. I got you right here. Let me get a little. Give me time. Míralo aquí. I got you right here. Un momento. I got you right here, Alex Perez. I got you right here.
Man, you see now, hey, you got a whole fan base waiting for you out here. You know what I'm saying? Yo soy Dominicano, New York City. I want to see David Benavidez in the Mecca. But I want to ask you this question because when you Google David Benavidez, they say he's Mexican, half Ecuadorian, and Dominican. Can you elaborate? What is your son and what's the mix? Yeah, that's what, you know, I'm 100% Mexican. You know, I come from Mexico, so that makes him a little Mexican. His mom is from Ecuador, so that makes him a little Ecuadorian, you know, and his grandfather is Dominican, so that I don't even know what to tell you, bro. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We need, I don't even. Look, you got a lot of Dominicans out here in New York City. Saludo para todos los dominicanos. Man, you see now, hey, you got a whole fan base waiting for you out here. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Alex Perez. See, a lot of people think I'm trolling. A lot of people think I'm trolling when I be like, he's the Dominican monster. Es el Dominican monster también. His mother is half Ecuadorian, half Dominican. Her mother is Ecuadorian. Her father is Dominican, and his father is 100% Mexican. Good looking out for Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. He did the interview. If y'all want to go check out the full interview with Jose Benavidez, you go to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge and check the whole thing. Yeah. And I said, Alex Perez, I said, if he was raised in New York or the East Coast where there's Dominican, I think he will be representing. I think that he don't identify so much with Dominican because he's in the West Coast. In the West Coast, there's no Dominican. I've been in the West Coast. Vegas, Cali, Arizona. They don't even know what Dominican is. I remember the first time I went to Cali when I was younger, and I'm like, I'm Dominican. I was like, and they like, is that Puerto Rican or Cuban? They didn't even know what Dominican was when I was younger, when I went to Cali. So I think the reason why he don't represent the Dominican like that, I don't think he identify with it. But I'm gonna say it like this: David Benavidez was born and raised in New York City, Washington Heights. He'll be carrying that Dominican flag and the Mexican flag like that. Big True said Benavidez beats Canelo. It could happen. I want to see how he's going to be looking versus David Benavidez. Now, let me talk about this. Yesterday, Mexicans and Ecuadorians look the same. Now, I see the Dominican side of David Benavidez and his features and his hair, and all makes sense. To be honest, bro, he looked more Dominican to me than anything else. To be honest, I agree. David Benavidez looked more Dominican to me, even with the hair and stuff like that, especially when he had the cornrows and shit like that. He looked more Dominican to me than the Mexican and Ecuador, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the video that I did yesterday. Well, I tuned into the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice, Ness and the crew. And Bill Haney was up there. Shout out to Bill Haney. Trainer, father of Devin Haney. Hold on, let me do something right quick. Hold on. That's what I said. I thought he was Salvadorian too. So Bill Haney goes to the Boxing Voice once again. Shout out to Bill Haney, but once again he hijacks the show. But it is what it is. He got to do what he got to do, promote the fight, promote his son. He does it all the time, but he's doing what he needs to do. That's a hustle move. I got to respect Bill Haney's hustle. I always respected his hustle. Even if you agree or disagree, I got to respect the hustle. He said, and I did a video about it, and y'all could call me a hater or y'all want. I don't give a damn because I keep it real. And the thing is, it's not about that. If y'all think I hate, the thing is, a lot of people don't like the truth. Bill Haney says Devin Haney's dad went to the Boxing Voice yesterday and said that the fight with Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis is not a real fight. He also stated that it's an exhibition because they're not fighting for anything. He's downplaying this fight. Mind you, he was there for almost 6 hours, and I was in and out of the live, right? I was in and out of the live, but all I hear was Tank. The conversation was Tank. Cloud chasing Tank to build the fight with him and Vasily Lomachenko. Now, we all know that the biggest fight in the lightweight division, probably in the sport of boxing, is Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. I've always been saying that the only issue that I have with Devin Haney, now when I mean as an issue, like a personal issue, is an issue that if I was his right-hand man, or if I was a manager, if I was somebody in his camp, I would be like, you got the skills to pay the bills. You're fast. You got good footwork. You got good defense. You could take the risk because you have those type of intangibles that you could take the risk. Like Shakur Stevenson have now taken the type of risk. Have Gervonta Davis could take the risk. You don't got the power like Gervonta Davis, but maybe he could be as quick. Ryan Garcia take the risk. Teofimo Lopez take the risk. It's things of that nature. The problem with Devin Haney is that he cannot compete with his contemporaries performance-wise. Nothing about winning. It's not about winning. It's about how you win. And I've been saying this for years already. For years. Every time they fight, you know and I know they're going to be compared to their contemporaries. When Devin Haney fights, you're going to compare his performance to Tank. Where Ryan with Teo fights, you're going to compare the performance. If Tank, you're going to compare the performance. Ryan, you're going to compare the performance. And now Shakur, you're going to compare the performance. These names are going to be linked to each other no matter if they like it or not. But the one that is more boring, the one that people really don't want to see, the only one that puts people to sleep is Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney has a style that people want to walk away from the sport of boxing. And I understand there's people out there that's Devin Haney fans that be like, well, Floyd Mayweather fought like that. Floyd Mayweather didn't fight like that. No. Floyd Mayweather didn't fight like that. He didn't fight like that versus Miguel Cotto. He didn't fight like that versus Ricky Hatton. Not even when he was Money Man. He didn't fight like that. He didn't fight like that with Gotti. He didn't fight like that versus Judah. He didn't fight like that versus Castillo. He didn't fight like that versus Corrales. He didn't fight like that. Pretty Boy Flo was knocking everybody out. He was knocking everybody out. He was exciting. Devin Haney's never been exciting. Not even when you have an opponent that was right in front of your face like Santiago to take him out. Not even when an opponent like Gamboa that was out there to retire. But Tank Davis stopped him. And then after that, Isaac Cruz stopped him. You understand what I'm trying to say? His level of entertainment is so poor, and he's undisputed, that he is the reason, in my opinion, he is the reason why Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia is the biggest, most lucrative, and most exciting fight in the lightweight division. Because if he was performing to the level of what the fans love to see, at least 75% of it, every big fight in the lightweight division, the primary fight will be with Devin Haney. Devin Haney versus Tank should be the biggest fight. Devin Haney versus Ryan should be the biggest fight. Devin Haney versus Shakur should be the biggest fight. Devin Haney versus Teo would have been the biggest fight. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko should be the biggest fight, but it's not. Why? Because the way that he performs compared to his contemporaries. So Bill Haney needs to knock down and devalue this fight that sustained the eyeballs in the sport of boxing. We need, whether people like it or not, look, y'all could disagree and agree all y'all want. We need the sport of boxing needs Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia more than Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. And in the lightweight division, the most important fighters are fighting one another. You know why? Because aren't we tired of people saying that boxing is dying? Aren't we tired of saying boxing is now a niche sport? Boxing is dying. Well, what are the fighters that keeps us up, keeps us exciting? That when they fight, everybody in boxing and outside of boxing is paying attention to. My people that don't even pay attention to boxing, they know exactly who Gervonta Davis is. They know exactly who Ryan Garcia is. When Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, my grandmother called me. My grandmother don't pay. My grandmother's 90 years old. My grandmother said, "Tú viste el hondureño que ganó." She was watching the news. She called me around 1 o'clock in the morning and was talking to me. ¿Tú sabes quién es Teofimo Lopez? ¿Tú viste la pelea de Teofimo Lopez? I never in my life talked boxing to my grandmother, but his performance reached her. Oh, tú sabes que eres de Honduras. My grandmother's Dominican. She was proud of Teofimo Lopez. When Devin Haney went out there to Australia, he put the stadium to sleep. They all went to sleep. It was quiet. And maybe, yes, for Devin Haney, it's all good, but for the sport of boxing, it's no good. Devin Haney only wins for himself. Tank versus Ryan Garcia, boxing wins. You understand? Ryan versus Gervonta Tank Davis, boxing wins. Devin Haney beating Combosa, Devin Haney wins. But damn, how many people said, oh my God, that was one of the most boringest fights I ever seen in my goddamn life. That was one of the most boringest fight. Number one, was the boringest fight that I ever seen in my life. It was boring. It was so boring, bro. Yes, he tried the second fight, but Devin Haney is the reason why Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia is the biggest fight. So Bill Haney wants to downplay this fight, call it an exhibition, not a real fight. But you keep Tank name in your mouth anyway. You was going back and forth for Calvin Ford. You need Tank. You need Ryan. They're bigger than you. Matter of fact, you're supposed to be royalty in the lightweight division, but you're the peasant in your own division while you're undisputed. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. Let's take it back. What happened today? Let me get water right quick. Hold on. Let me get water right quick. Water right quick.
And I don't care if you're already on weight. That's not bragging rights. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be on weight. You know, you got your newfound muscles that you've been showing off all week. Oh, this time I got the right guy in front of me. I don't need the right opponent in front of me to, you know, motivate me to give him my all. And I'm the real deal. And you're going to find out on Saturday. I promise you that.
What's funny, though, that I seen Caleb Plant been doing that grave digging gesture. Little does he know he's digging his own grave.
I'm not a 154-pounder blown up like he's been fighting, or a 160-pounder blown up.
When he fought Fighting Boots, that was a blown-up 60-pounder. He couldn't do shit with him. But then when he fights a true super middleweight like Uskatek, his eye gets split open and gets...
I didn't win no world title against Ronald Gurville. I didn't get dropped by Ronald Gurville.
Yeah, I won a world title at 20 years old, the youngest super middleweight world title. And you got knocked the fuck out by Canelo. So every time he fights a real, true super middleweight, he gets hurt. So we're ready to see put Caleb Plant's chin to the test. And I guarantee you he is going to be hurt this fight.
Facts, Hafi. You fought a 24 rounds with a guy that you know ain't had nothing for you. Nothing for you. Cutting out jab, no footwork, not better defense, not a better right hand, not quicker, not faster. And still couldn't do shit. Not do shit, but couldn't put him away. He was tailor-made for you to put him away, but couldn't do it. So as an undisputed, we're never seeing this thing in the sport of boxing where undisputed, even when we're talking about the ladies, how about the undisputed in the lightweight division is Katie Taylor? Who's bigger than Katie Taylor? What's a bigger fight than Katie Taylor? What's a bigger fight in the bantamweight division than Inoue? What's a bigger fight in the super middleweight division where Canelo Alvarez is undisputed? What's the biggest fight? What's the biggest fight in the 154-pounder as Jermell Charlo was undisputed? What's the biggest fight? Everything versus Jermell Charlo is the big fight. Jermell Charlo versus everybody is the big fight. Inoue versus everybody is a big fight. Canelo Alvarez versus anybody is a big fight. When Josh Taylor had the belts, all the belts, the undisputed is a big fight with Josh Taylor in the 140-pound division. How come in the lightweight division we got an undisputed and that ain't even the biggest fight? They ain't even the biggest fight. So this is what this is what Bill said yesterday. Hold on. It's what Bill said yesterday.
What is this 136 bullshit? And y'all letting it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't have no problem with it saying it's a real fight. It's not a real fight unless we're fighting for everything, fighting for something. It's a great exhibition.
It's not an exhibition. It's the biggest fight in boxing. On your watch. Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia is the biggest fight in boxing on your watch, on your division. On your division is the biggest fight in boxing. That's sad, right? Right, Tycho? That's sad. That's sad that the Undisputed is playing second fiddle. That's embarrassing. And that's because of performance. So when y'all be like, oh, yo, Punch, you're hating. And all I'm saying is that Devin Haney is boring. Never said that. Devin Haney is an extreme talent. Devin Haney IQ is ahead of his time. Devin Haney is smart. Devin Haney does everything right in the ring, but it's just not entertaining. And now that he's around other entertaining fighters that they share the same, when you speak about him, you're gonna speak about this one. Their names is attached to one another. Devin Haney is the most boringest fighter. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you had to pick, if it's 5 of them, it's Shakur, Teo, Tank, Ryan, and Haney. And I did this poll, and one of them has to go for your entertainment value. One of them has to go. To be honest, ain't no hate. Devin Haney has to go. If boxing was my baby, was my business, the whole if I was the Dana White of boxing, and I need boxing to survive, and I need my ratings, and I need to be excited. I need to sell my sport to other people. Devin Haney needs to go. Devin Haney would have to go. Am I hating if I say that? Who will go? I got Shakur, I got Tank, I got Ryan, I got Teo, I got Haney. Who will go? Who will go? And boxing is your baby. Boxing is your business. You need to sell this shit. No, sorry, you can't put people to sleep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Haney. You good, but you got to go. You're the weakest link in terms of performance. I don't care what other channels want to come with their bullshit. They know exactly what I'm saying. If anybody's trying to vouch, it's because you want to spin a narrative. No channel could back that shit up with me. Not with me. They can't come with that bullshit. Oh, no, but you know what I'm saying? This is the sweet signs. All these motherfuckers exhibited the sweet signs. All these dudes exhibit the sweet signs. Fulton is more entertaining than Haney and Shakur. I think that Shakur has done a lot better. He's not boring to me. He was boring before the Herring fight. But he no boring to me. Nah, he stays. He stays. Shakur stays. Versus Hearing, stop Hearing. Versus Oscar Valdez, drop Oscar Valdez. No. Shakur Stevenson stays. Bill is more exciting than Devin. Yeah, if I have to pick Bill or Devin, I'd probably pick Bill to stay. Hey, yo, I'm going to be honest. In the sport of boxing, if I needed to pick Bill or Devin, I got Bill. I want Bill to stay in boxing. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. This is no hate, bro. It's no hate, man. It's no, don't say punches. No, it's no hate. I'm keeping it real. Until he starts entertaining. Come on, man. It hurts to watch. The only reason why I got to do it is because I got a channel and I got to talk boxing. I got to watch the fight. Bill can't be mad at me if I say that. Hey, yo, if I had to pick Bill or Devin to stay in boxing, I got Bill. I'd rather hear Bill talk than Devin Haney anyway. He's more entertaining. He's more captivating. Damn, in the WWE, that's what they would have done to Haney. Let him go. It's true, Savage. It's true. They would have let him go. It's true. Haney is a good defensive fighter, and that's all he got. I think they're all good in defense. It's just that they take more risks. You see me? They take more risks. Y la ofrenda, que estamos aquí ya 1 hora y 30 minutos. Y la ofrenda. Yeah, but ni voy a leer nada ya, que no voy a leer nada. Ustedes quieren que yo lea todo. Tú quieres, this is Reading Rainbow aquí. No. Dame ofrenda and I answer some questions or become a member Ustedes están locos, eh. No sean chippy hoy. No sé. Espera, ¿qué está aquí? Espera. ¿Quién está aquí? ¿Quién está aquí? ¿Quién está aquí? ¿Quién es el hombre? Mira el hombre aquí. El trainer.
Hermano.
Dímelo, señor.
Hermano. ¿Cómo estamos, hermano?
Señor, in the building. Dímelo, ¿qué es lo que es, don?
Aquí alistándome para Josh Taylor, papi.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna beat the skirt out of him? Y'all gonna beat the skirt out of him? Hey,
that boy's flat-footed.
He's flat-footed?
Yeah, that boy's flat-footed.
How exciting you are to already lock down the fight with Josh Taylor. Nobody's calling out Josh Taylor. Nobody.
Well, that's the only person my son want to fight right now.
That's what's up.
No, we ain't playing, man. We're trying to get all the belts at 140 and quickly.
So Josh Taylor after that, Regis after that, whoever wins from Puello and Rolly. Hey, yo, if Rolly beats Puello, y'all fight Rolly too? Y'all friends?
We don't care, man. We fight whoever it is, man.
See, I like that. I like that energy.
Trying to get the belts. That's all that matters.
I like that energy. I'm tired of hearing DK, oh, he's my friend, I won't fight him and stuff like that. Like Haney and Shakur, we friends, we wait later. No. I don't give a damn, you my friend.
You know, the belt's on the line, bro. We gotta fight.
Shit, man. Is it going to be in New York City or is it going to be abroad?
I don't know, bro. I think that they fucking New York City loves us, bro. So, you know, this is gonna be our 9th fight in New York City. And I can't wait. I can't wait for June 10th.
That's what I'm talking about. June 10th. Circle that in your calendar. Teofimo Lopez Sr. trying to regain Trainer of the Year 2023 with a big, huge win versus Josh Taylor. Hey, yo, you know, look, your son, Teofimo Lopez, I say when he beats Josh Taylor, that's it. He punches ticket to the Hall of Fame first ballot. That's it.
At 25 years old, baby.
25 years old and less than what, 20 fights? That would be the 20th. Wow.
I think it's the 19th fight, isn't it?
I think this is gonna be the 20th. I think, or maybe the 19th.
No, I think it's the 19th fight. Yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah. Nobody babysitted Teofimo Lopez like these other fighters. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you about.
Like, I didn't go to Mexico.
You know, check it out. Everybody's gonna look great when you fight guys that nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? And people don't give a damn anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people don't care. We could take the easy route out and fight nobodies, and you know, well, that's gonna get us nowhere. You know, we're getting better. These guys are fighting guys that nobody knows. So, you know, they're gonna look remarkable. They're gonna be knocking guys out, and that's what people want to see, knockouts. So, you know, it's working for them. So, you know, that's good. You know, Ryan hasn't done shit in the sport. Gervonta Davis hasn't done shit in the sport. But look, they're gonna get millions for this fight.
Yeah,
that's good for them. You understand? So we don't have to do that. We can do the same thing they do it, but we don't choose to do that.
But when y'all do it, y'all got legacy. Y'all got big fights and legacy fights.
Exactly. You know, and you know, everybody's like, he's scared of they scared of Regis Prograis. They don't want to fight Regis Prograis. And guess what? We fighting the guy that beat Regis Prograis. So, you know, we shut everybody up right there. So
it's funny, yeah, man. In this community, like all the haters of Teofimo Lopez, they actually quiet down because they were saying, "Oh, yo, he's ducking Barbosa. Hey, yo, he's ducking Regis." And then they heard he's fighting Josh Taylor. Everybody was like, como se quedaron como un plátano en la boca.
Yeah, but there's still idiots out there saying that we're still scared of Josh Taylor. It's crazy. I mean,
hey, yo, to be honest,
what you call it, Prograis? I said Prograis.
The haters fell asleep already. That's it. Because they can't even argue that. They can't even debate that because Josh Taylor beat Regis Prograis. So they just can't. They can't hate. They can't hate on Teo right now.
Nope. You know what I'm saying? And they were just listen, man. The only way you're gonna beat my son if he's sick, if he's dying. I said that shit like from the beginning. You know, even when my son wasn't even known, because I know my son. I got an asthmatic kid, and anything could happen. You know, you know.
Real Boxing TV said, "I'm putting money on Tio to beat Taylor, then celebrating with some pupusa with a grape tropical soda. Shout out to the Tios."
Yeah, baleadas, baby.
Let's go. What could the fans of boxing, good looking out, Real Boxing TV, what could the boxing fans look forward to? Is it a new and improved Tio? Is it going to be, what type of Tio is going to show up versus Josh Taylor June 10th?
Yo, you gotta just sit down and watch, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta let you know, man. There ain't no way this guy's gonna beat us, bro. No way. You know, he's too old. You know, he ain't a slick boxer like my son is. You know, we already know what we gotta do to beat him, and we're working on that right now. And come, you know, June 10th, bro, it's gonna be crazy, man. And the whole world's gonna be in shock. And that's what we like to do. You know what I'm saying? My son shows up to occasions like that. He loves to be the underdog.
Fact.
He likes to, you know, like to shut everybody up, prove them wrong. You know, and then he likes his daddy to smile and go crazy.
Yeah, you know that you crazy.
To tell everybody, I told everybody.
Yo, T, I gotta ask you this. What do you feel yesterday? Bob Arum, an article came out. He said, "I don't know what Tio has anymore." What do you feel about what Bob Arum said? He doesn't know what
I don't care. I don't give a damn what that guy thinks, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, Bob is not even here no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bob doesn't know where he's going, where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? He's got a sharp mind and everything. And, you know, people don't understand, you know, a lot of things, you know, a lot of things happen where my son should have never been fighting for almost 9 years at the same weight division.
Yeah.
You know, cutting weight, having asthma and cutting weight is a big problem. You know, because you know, you actually drying your whole body. You're drying it out, and you know,
effing up
you
your
don't have no
organs
tissue. You have no tissue. You don't got no liquid. Yeah, and then you have asthma. You know, you're bound to suffer some kind of fatal injury where you could die. And people don't understand that. You know, my son went through that shit, and he pulled out through it. You know, anybody else in the world would have they would have quit in the first round. They would have sat down there and quit. And he didn't. He didn't decide to do that. He decided to fight the whole freaking 12 rounds. Where the doctor said it was like God sent. You know, it was something like they couldn't believe that he did that. I believe in my son, bro. I know what I got, and you know, he's got already 2 fights. You know, last fight he beat a guy that beat Mikey Garcia,
4-division world champion.
Yeah, which a difficult guy. He didn't come to fight. My son just wants to give the crowd what they want. They want to see knockout. So, you know, but we still won the fight. I'm happy. You know, I got nothing. You know, I got nothing against it, and he's just gonna improve. You know, he's
on the road. He's on the road in the Vegas road. So you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it gets bad out there in the road. Still got to be safe out there while he's driving, doing an interview like that.
Come June 10th, everybody's gonna see it. The whole world's gonna see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Adrian Lopez said, "Yo, Adrian Lopez said Tio about to frame that skirt after he beats Taylor. Salute to Lopez Sr." Shout out Adrian Lopez. Tiene una tanga. Taylor tiene una tanga.
Once we beat Taylor, we beat Bro Graves back to back, bro. there's no reason why I should a year for my son.
Say it again. You don't think
there should be no. After we beat Taylor and beat Prograis afterwards this year, I don't think there should be no reason why I shouldn't be trainer of the year and my son fighter of the year. We could do it this year. We could do it this year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think so too, man. And look, and if there's one fighter that I know, I already said, and everybody sees it, everybody knows it. Teofimo Lopez, especially of this generation, takes the most risks. You know what I'm saying? He takes the most risks. You know, he fought Lomachenko. Gervonta Davis couldn't fight Lomachenko. He did Gervonta Davis dirty work. And then look, Devin Haney's about to fight Lomachenko now, but y'all fought him 3 years ago. When y'all fought Lomachenko, he was a pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You could flip it around. He was a champion. He was the technician. He was the matrix. Now he's fighting him after a Jermaine Ortiz type of performance. He's not the same Lomachenko. And now we're going to see you fight Josh Taylor, who is still undefeated. And look, I want to tell the people, Tio don't even have to fight Josh Taylor right now. This is Tio that's been pressured top rank to get this fight. So it's like he's seeking for it. Why y'all saying get Barbosa? He said, I want Josh. When y'all saying I want Prograis, he said, I want Josh Taylor. Oh.
Now, the thing is that we was talking, and I told him, listen, man, we're getting Josh Taylor, but there might be a situation where he might not be able to get his visa to come down here because of what's going on with his promotional company or whatever it is, you know, that he's affiliated with. I don't understand none of that. And he got pissed off. He goes, no, Dad, no. He says, I want to fight him. I don't want nobody else. You know, so he's the one wanting to fight him. Over there. You know what I'm saying? So the fights are going to be done. You know, I heard that everything. Well, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be saying this, but I heard that everything's looking good. You know, I heard today that everything looking good for him to come down here. So
that's great. I mean, he's already putting out. He's already putting out videos of him training.
There's no reason for the fight not to be. There's no reason for the fight not to be done. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and Josh is gonna take this fight because Josh thinks that my son gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying?
He thinks it's easy.
And I like
easy
that.
money.
I love that. Yeah, we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, you're gonna see the best TO at 140 you ever seen. You know, he's really training for this fight. He's really focused for this fight. He's coming in without no injuries. So, you know, he'll be fine.
He looks slim already. Like Teofimo Lopez look like he's 144, 45 right now. Like how much weight? How much
we was at the gym. He's like at 150. Like I haven't checked his weight yet, but yesterday we took some pictures at the sauna. I don't know if you saw those pictures. With him and drinking the bottle of rain. I don't know if he posted.
He posted that video like he looked like 50 Cent. That he was doing the pull-ups.
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah.
Hey, yo, also people go check out the documentary Gordo. Check out the documentary, one of the best documentaries out there. Go check it out, Gordo, on YouTube. It's the second documentary, Takeover Production. Go check that. Go check that documentary. It's hot. And look, man, I love the way, you know what I'm saying, that video, that IG video, and I like the documentary what he says about you. You know what I'm saying? You know how the boxing world is. Hey, yo, fire your father, let your father go, and your son is and Tio's like, man, what the fuck is that talking about, man? He's the reason why I'm here. He's the reason why I am who I am. Esta gente son pelagato, eso, diciendo eso, tío.
Yo, I have accomplished more in the sport of boxing as a trainer than any trainer in the world. I mean, as quick as have I done it. You know what I'm saying? I did it within like maybe 3-4 years of being in the game.
Hey, yo, why when y'all beat Lomachenko, they don't say that Lomachenko should fire Papachenko? Why they don't say that?
Yeah, it's just hate, bro. But you know what? I'd rather have it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're talking about us. You know, the reason why we have more popularity is because they're talking about us. You know what I'm saying? And the hate is real. I'd rather them talk about me than talk about Papachenko.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah. And look, you in
them talking about me, them talking about me saying that I should get fired. That means I have a crowd. I have people actually that don't like me. You understand?
Yeah.
Papachenko, nobody cares about him. Understand? So
yeah, like
I'm happy. I'm happy. You know,
like even if people,
I'm gonna be worried when they stop talking.
Yeah, you breaking up. You breaking up. I know that you're driving out there.
I said that about me. That's why I'm gonna worry.
I say.
Can you hear me now?
Like, I hear you better now. Say what you say with the last part.
I said that when they stop talking about me and hating about me, that's when I'm gonna worry. That's when I know that that's it. You know, we dying out.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, look. It's like a voice like you. If you stop talking, you know what people be like? Yo, where Tio Senior at? Where Tio Senior? When you like don't even talk a lot, don't do interviews. People be like, yo, where Senior at? Where see? Because they like it. They like it. They like to hear you. They hate to like it or something like that. Or they like to hate it.
Yo, I by myself and my son came up with the method to beat the guy that nobody could beat in the amateurs. 400 something fights. You know what I'm saying? You know how many trainers must have tried to beat this dude and they couldn't, and I did it. I mean, I could die tomorrow and I'll be happy, bro. Trainer of the year 2020. I'm gonna be on the books forever. You know, I have accomplished more than any trainer that a lot of trainers wish to have accomplished.
That's like,
you know,
like Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas talk crap about you, but then he only got one trainer of the year, just like you, and he been training for how long?
Yeah, he's been with the likes of freaking like freaking superstars, bro. You know what I'm saying? Guys that are Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if I've only trained my son, that's it. And you know, it's just my style, bro. My style beats anybody. You know, if my son listens to me, bro, listen, ain't nobody can beat him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have the control inside the ring when my son panics because he can't fucking breathe. And he tells his dad, I can't box. I gotta take this guy out of here. I can't breathe. I can't box. You know what I'm saying? So there, I can't do shit. I gotta become a fucking motivating coach. You know, and a lot of times that shit happens where you can't control your fighter. And you know, for me, every fight would, if he was to listen to me on every fight that we have done, especially the Comey fight, I told him exactly what was going to happen in the second round. It happened. The Campos fight, the same thing. Told him in the 7th round was going to happen. It happened. And you know, I told him, you know, man, just have fun.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as you told him to have fun, and he started having fun and showboating, then it became like it became second nature to him again. Look like in the beginning he was stinking. You
gotta remember, you gotta remember him when he was Gordo, when he was that slick boxer, you know, where nobody knew who he was, and then he would just come and just beat guys that nobody thought he could beat. And that's when he rises to the occasion, bro. Believe it or not, I'm very motivated for this fight because when my son fights guys that nobody think he could beat, that's when he does the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward for this fight. I just want him 100%. You know, focus. That's all he has to do is just focus 100% in this fight, and he'll be king again. He'll be king at 140.
Gabriel Sánchez, la ofrenda. Gracias por los 5 pesitos. Gabriel Sánchez, good looking now. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, your boy from London, the Josh Taylor guy dijo, what's going to happen if he can't breathe versus Josh Taylor? Mira, te está cogiendo. ¿Qué te le va a decir a ese tigre?
He don't mind. He don't gotta make that 135 weight division no more, you idiot. That's why we moved to 140. If you don't remember, they stopped that Cambosis fight like 7 times. All right, and then that fight happened when he fucking caught COVID. And when somebody gets his COVID and you got asthma, buddy, that's not a good thing. All right, so you know what? I don't blame myself for that fight. We didn't even fucking lose that fight because my son was the champion. You had to take those belts from him. That motherfucker didn't take the belts from us. We dropped that boy like he was like he was gonna go to another planet. You know what I'm saying? That boy didn't know where he was at. And all of a sudden, the 11th round, he comes out like nothing ever happened. That boy was fucking juicing, bro. Fucking tell me that shit. That boy was on some kind of shit. And I heard about that shit, bro. They give you this shit that they throw water at you. When they throw water at you, it opens up your pores and that shit starts kicking in again. That's why that boy was just like, you didn't see him, how wild he was, bro, in all the press conferences, bro.
You know that's illegal in boxing. You can't throw water to the commission don't like that when you throw water to the
exactly because there's some shit that they put on that shit. They put inside of you. I heard about that. You know, it's hard to detect it, and what it does is that when they throw the water on you, they throw look at the 11th round when they throw that whole bunch of water on him. That boy just comes right up, and I'm like looking at my son, and I'm like, yo, you got him. He's done. And he comes back like fucking the Hulk again, bro. Like, I could not fucking believe that shit. I was like, oh my God. You know, but, bro, that fight should have been the worst draw, right? Just in case, you know what I'm saying? The drop was worse than my son's drop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And my son was catching him solid the whole fucking night because my son couldn't box. My son was just trying to knock him out. So, you know, that they make it seem like my son got his ass fucking whooped because the guy fucking headbutted him the whole shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Miguel Diaz couldn't stop the fucking blood. You know, by the time Miguel Diaz got him to the corner,
yeah,
you know, the bell would ring.
I want to say this.
I can't even believe I'm talking about this shit anymore, bro. Let's just talk about something else.
No, I wanted to say this. I wanted to say this because I was saying this earlier about fighters when they don't. It's like I was watching the David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, and they was both like devaluing who they fought. I want to know what does the Josh Taylor have good, because he can't be a bum and he can have all of this, because you know when Teo wins, you want to get the ultimate respect. So what does Josh Taylor do good that you're gonna have to look at?
He's an awkward fighter. And I'm not saying he's a bum. I never said he was a bum.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just in case. What does he do good?
I'm saying. Well, nobody has beaten him yet, so he must be doing something good, you know. And that's why we have these frays in the fight. We got to figure it out, right? That's why I'm in the corner. I got to figure it out. I got to look at tape, and I got to figure out how to beat this dude. Yes, Teofimo Lopez. 1 second. I'm trying to get into the UFC. See where we at? This is where we come, bro. Let me see how you turn this around.
Y'all going to training now?
Yeah, we're training. Look where we at.
Okay, okay.
You can see it?
Yes, sir. They used to have a UFC gym around my way. They closed that shit.
No, there's a UFC Performance Center. This is the big one. This is where all of them come. Yeah, Dana White gets us in here, so
that's what's up, man. How's your relationship with Dana White? How's your relationship with Dana White?
It's really good, bro. It's really good.
You ever think Tio would like to do mixed martial arts? Because remember, you started him in mixed martial arts, right?
Nah, yeah. It was like Taekwondo. It's not almost. It's almost the same thing, but not the same thing. But yeah, you know. But what I was gonna say, yeah, we got something big coming up with the UFC, so just stay tuned for that. You know, I'm not supposed to say nothing yet. You know, unless my son says otherwise. But yeah, it's a lot of things coming up really soon, you know, to promote the fight, and I just can't, bro. Everything is fine. We're still alive. Everybody knows that wasn't my son that night, even though it was an amazing night. Everybody had everybody paid, got their money's worth. You know, it was a crazy fight with Comboses. And every time my son comes, bro, nobody stops screaming. The whole crowd goes crazy. So we're gonna bring that back with Josh Taylor, and and I know this for a fact, bro, because when I'm backstage and these other guys are fighting, I don't hear nothing. Everything's quiet until something happens and the crowd starts going crazy. But besides that, most of the time everything's quiet. You know what I'm saying? My son fights, bro. That shit is everybody screaming the whole freaking night, the whole freaking seconds, every second, every round. You know, so that's how I know, man. My son is a superstar. That's how I know that we are bringing what the sport wants, and that's excitement. And that's why I told my son all the time, you got to entertain. You got to entertain in this business. It's all about entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was talking about.
And I'm trying to get him back. I'm trying to get him back into that because he's gotten too serious with this. You know, not that serious, but I want him to have fun again. I want him to enjoy the game as like he used to, like, you know, and that's what I'm trying to bring back.
You mean he puts a lot of pressure on himself that he don't need to.
Exactly, because he wants to give the crowd what the crowd wants. The crowd wants to see knockouts. And I told him that's not everything that the crowd needs to see. But you know, I'm not saying anything. We're just gonna go in there and kick Josh Taylor's ass, bro. And
that's what I'm talking about. And, let me say this.
Remember, a lot of people are saying that we're fighting for one belt. We actually fighting for two belts. WBO and the Ring magazine.
No, the ring, not the just the WBO in the ring. The lineal, then. I'm fighting for the lineal. Let me say this. Look, we all know that Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia are going to be fighting. That's going to be a big fight in the sport of boxing. And if y'all beat Josh Taylor, would y'all fight the win of Tank and Ryan? And how big would that be?
To tell you the truth, bro, that's up to my son, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a damn about nothing. We don't give a damn about crowds or how many people are gonna watch us or nothing like that. That will come. It will come. You know, how long did it take Floyd? It took Floyd a long time before anybody even knew who Floyd was. You know what I'm saying? Because he played it smart. He just wanted to get belts. And he wanted to show, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to get belts. He was one of those real ones. And I'd rather my son be a real one than to fight fake ones and become like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, downgrade themselves to that level. We want to fight the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we could be at that A level. You know what I'm saying? Why would we go down to fight a C-level fighter? We're an A-level fighter. We want to take belts. We want to get belts. But you know what? If it's a big money fight and the money's good or whatever, we'll fight anybody.
Facts.
You know, but my son's accomplishment is to try to get all the belts at 140 before anybody else does it, because there hasn't been two-time, you know, two-weight division undisputed champion. My son wants to be the first one to do it.
Nah,
you know,
he could do that in less than 20 fight. No, he got to do it. Yeah, he's gonna be over 20 fights.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It'll be under 25 fights though.
Yeah, and I said it will be done in 2023 because I don't see it happening in 2022. I said it 2023. I see my son being undisputed. You know,
I think it'll be too much. Cause look, y'all ain't gonna fight till June. And then y'all fight Regis, and remember, there's other 2 belts that's out there, so it's going to take to 2024. It can't.
Yeah, but remember, those 2 belts could be undisputed too. I mean, could be those 2 belts could be taken by somebody.
But that's what I'm saying. Puello got the WBA. And,
let's say, okay, by the time we fight Prograis, somebody could already have the belt and fight somebody else that has the belt, and you know what I'm saying.
If Puello, let's say Puello Matias fight and unify, and then y'all get beat Regis, and then get the guy that has the 2 belts. Yeah, it can happen in 2024.
Yeah, it could still happen in 2024. Oh yeah, 2024. I meant. Yeah, it could still happen in 2024, even if we have to fight 3 more fights.
Yeah,
we gotta get at least 3 fights between now and 2025. You know. Yeah. And we get the fights that we want.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Well, how come these guys can't make the fights that we get?
Since people always want to talk about the how
we show it how it's done. We show it how it's done. What are the chances of my son fighting for the undisputed against Lomachenko, and then now after 2 more fights? Or after 3 more fights, now we're fighting again for a belt, for a real belt at 140, is because we're chasing greatness, bro. It's easy when you want to make it happen, and you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But these other fighters, they just want to knock people out and look good. You know?
Hey, that's what sells, you know what I'm saying? Especially now with boxing.
That's what sells nowadays, because people don't care who the hell you fighting there. As long as you knock them out ugly.
Look in the lightweight division. In the lightweight division, Haney is undisputed, but the biggest fight in lightweight is Tank and Ryan. So, and Tank and Ryan don't got no belts, and that's the biggest fight.
Yeah, because everybody knew that Haney fight with Kambosos was a fluke. That shit was a fluke, bro. We made Haney undisputed. He took that fight, like fucking quickly, because he knew he was gonna beat him.
When y'all was undisputed, he won.
We knew that he was gonna beat this guy. We knew it. I mean, this guy was easy to beat. Look at my son's first 60 seconds, bro, before he got the attack. That boy didn't know what to do. When he starts hearing my son huffing and puffing and huffing, that's what made Kambosos want to fight. Because he saw that my son was wounded, bro. Like, he could hear him. And my son even told me in the 3rd round, bro, he knows that. He knows I'm fucked. He knows I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? That made Kambosos want to fight.
Yeah, but we talk about that fight.
That motherfucker was shitting on his ass. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. When it comes down to Haney, Haney hasn't beat nobody, bro. Nobody. My son grabs that motherfucker right now, he will destroy him in 1 or 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't supposed to be at that weight no more. Plus, they stopped that fight like fucking what, 7, 8 times. You know, who really screwed us, man, was a lot of issues, especially when Floyd came and took that. He was ready, man. He was even crying that day, bro, when they stopped the fight, because Floyd was supposed to fight the same day as us, and he called it a week before the fight. And these people got nervous, you know, and then they stopped the fight. You know what I'm saying? That was when Floyd was supposed to fight in Miami, and he ended up fighting on Sunday instead of Saturday. And my son was ready. We was ready to fight, and
I know that for sure.
Week before.
I know
that's when my son was ready. He wasn't sick. He was good. He was ready to go. He said, "Dad, I feel good. I feel better than ever." And boom, they stopped the fight. He started crying and said, "Dad, I can't believe it, man. I was ready." Because people don't understand how hard it is to try to make the weight that you can't make no more, and then they come and they cancel your fight again.
How comfortable he is in 140? How comfortable he is at 140 now?
He's very comfortable, bro. He's very comfortable. Man, you're talking about 5 pounds. That's a lot, man.
In boxing.
Especially for a person that's asthmatic, bro, like my son. You know, my son can't drain out because what helps him more with his asthma is the liquids, is the bodily liquids, you know, his muscles, everything. You know, that's what helps him with the asthma. And once he's dry inside, that shit's just gonna scar you inside, bro. It's gonna make holes in your body. So,
but look, man, God works right now. God works a mysterious way. You got Josh Taylor, June 10th, the most riskiest fight in boxing for all these young fighters like your son. And I'm glad they are taking this fight. This is the fight that I wanted even after the Lomachenko. And I feel like you're gonna beat Josh Taylor. You're gonna punch out tickets.
I know we're gonna beat him 100% because the same thing happened. Everything happens for a reason. Look, my son's putting him up in the spotlight again. God is putting him up in the spotlight again. Remember when Comey was supposed to fight Lomachenko? He got hurt. They canceled that fight, and we got the opportunity to fight Kobe. All right, it turned out like that because we would have never seen Loma. Loma would have we'd have lost Loma because that was the opportunity we got. Then we fought Comey because Comey was supposed to fight Loma, and Loma couldn't fight him because Comey got hurt his hand or something like that. Now what happened? Catterall was supposed to fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor gets hurt. Boom, my son gets the opportunity again. You know what I'm saying? So everything happens for a reason. And I told my son, God is giving you the spotlight again, bro. You got to go in there and take the moment. You got to take the moment. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching a video yesterday, and I was cracking up because I never thought there was a video like that, bro. And I see Muhammad Ali when he was going to fight George Foreman, right? Over there in Africa, I think it was, right? And everybody's thinking that he's gonna kill freaking Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali turns around because all his peoples are like quiet and hold down and shit. And Muhammad Ali said, "Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You guys look like you're going like to a funeral or something. I'm the one fighting this guy, not you guys. And who the hell is George Foreman? What the hell? Who is this guy? I'm gonna beat his ass and this and that." And then all of a sudden they show parts of Muhammad Ali just knocking him out. Boom, knocks him out, right?
And that what makes that, especially in boxing, that's how you get the major credit. When people don't believe you're gonna do something, when you exceed the expectations. See, people thought that Teofimo Lopez had a puncher's chance to beat Loma, that he couldn't outbox him, right?
And we outboxed him.
And outboxed the Matrix. And now, right now, you're the underdog again. I think you're going to be even more of a more underdog than Lomachenko. And then when y'all beat Josh Taylor, what would anybody say? Y'all be
Listen, there's no man alive that could beat my son, bro. I'm telling you, when my son is 100 and he's got no issues with his, like, he could have asthma. He's always fought with asthma. Yeah. Like, you know, but not what happened to him that night. That was a whole different shit. He had 2 holes in his body. Like, you know, he had 2 wounds inside his body. Like, you couldn't see them because it was inside his body. But, like, air was coming out of his fucking lungs. Like, his lungs weren't getting no air, period. And he fought like that. And look what he did. So imagine him, because he always fights with asthma. So I don't give a fuck if he gets asthma in the fight. He knows how to control it. But that was a whole different other issue. He should have never been fighting that night. When my son fights, and that doesn't happen to him, like what happened to him that night, you know, when he lost, nobody could ever beat him. Nobody, because he finds the way to beat you. He always does. After second, third round, he overfigures you out. You know what I'm saying?
Randy,
And
Randy, my brother, say your respect to Tio and his pops. Great interview punch. Good looking out, Randy, mi dominicano, el don.
What's up, Mr. Randy? Let's do it. Just watch the fight June 10th, man. I'm telling you, man, you guys are gonna see a show like never before. We're coming right up to Josh Taylor, and we're gonna take that strap from him and the Lenium belt, and we're going after Prograis because he ain't gonna get saved neither. You know what I'm saying? And Prograis is gonna be even easier. And I'm telling everybody, ain't nobody could beat a boxer. Everybody's scared of a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. And ain't no way Taylor is not better than my son boxing.
Taylor not
a boxer puncher.
A boxer puncher, porque ya tú estás diciendo que toda la gente le tiene miedo a Haney, pues. Tú tienes que decir boxer puncher.
But listen to me. Haney can get away with that for a couple of rounds. Once you take that jab off him, he's nothing, bro. My son has done that to him already. And we know how to figure Devin Haney out. So we ain't worried about Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? That will come into that fight probably won't even happen yet, bro. That fight is gonna probably take a while. It's gonna probably be a mega fight. That's if he doesn't get knocked out before. I don't see these guys going too far in the upper weight divisions. They're having problems already at 135. You know where they have gotten hit and they're like tumbling back to the corner. So you know they're chinny. And once they go up to 140, 147, I don't see them, I don't see them being able to take those power punches from these guys. And defense and jabbing your way to a victory is not gonna make you a champion, bro. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you win a couple of fights. You know what I'm saying? But when you come into the stronger guys, the tougher dudes, the guys that don't care about your jab, that's when you're gonna have an issue. So, I give nothing but respect to the guys that have made it up to now. I would love to have a fight with them in the future, whoever's around, but right now we're thinking about Josh Taylor, nobody else. And just come to see the fight June 10th, man, Madison Square Garden. It's gonna be his 9th fight there. That's our home. And then we're gonna fight again. Yeah, definitely we're gonna have to fight in December because that's our night, Heisman night. So, we'll definitely have at least 2 fights this year for sure. We'll try to push 3, but let's see what happens.
All right, brother, but go ahead, train, man. Get ready. It's going to be a tough challenge. Y'all already know I got the Teofimo Lopez beating Josh Taylor, but it's going to be a great fight for boxing. Great legacy fight for your son. Great legacy fight for trainer of the year.
It'll be a knockout or it'll be unanimous. I'm telling you right now. Oh my God, bro. It's going to be an exhibition, bro. I'm telling you right now. So, stay tuned and hopefully if everything's fine and he's healthy, because without God, bro, you can't do nothing. Like I told him, you know what I'm saying? You could think you're a Titan, bro, but if God doesn't want you to win, you're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? It's up to God. He could take it away from you just like the way he gives it to you, bro. So, you got to give respect to the mighty God. He's the one that sets the tone, bro. Like I tell my son, you ain't nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, God can take it away from you anytime he wants. So, he humbles everybody, and I just know what I have, and I believe in the sport. I believe in boxing, and I believe my son is the best at it. And we're gonna give a show come June 10th. Don't miss it. Madison Square Garden is gonna be huge. It's gonna be the biggest fight of the year, and I'm telling you right now.
All right, Tato, mi hermano.
Peace out, the takeover. Ya sabe, a comer baleada, carajo. Que viva pura. Let's go, baby.
Good looking now. God bless. God
you,
bless.
baby.
God bless. All right.
See you.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. about to be on the verge to be Train of the Year 2023 with an epic win if he beats Josh Taylor. Gonna punch their ticket into the Hall of Fame. First ballot, gonna punch his ticket if he beat Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Josh Taylor, you could look at him like he's still undisputed because he never lost, right? You can still look at him like that, even though he dropped the belts, but you're still looking at like Loma, undisputed, Josh Taylor being undisputed. You could see that. So, y'all already know, man. Ustedes dicen que 55 gente aquí. Usted no me están dando respeto a mí. 55 gente, y mira, hay otra gente que le dan 500, 700, 800. Ustedes me dejan de en banda, ustedes. Ustedes dicen que viene, dicen que 40 y algo, 30 y algo. Ustedes creen que yo soy pelagato, ¿verdad? Mira cómo me tratan a mí, mira el número, un interview, y mira el número que ustedes me vienen con eso. Shout out to the people that's tuning in. Por a los subscribers, yo lo voy a matar a ustedes. A los subscribers que me dejen de 40 y 50 cosas con el trabajo que yo hago aquí. Ustedes sí son malos, man. Qué embarrassing ustedes me lo ponen a mí. Anyway, subscribe to the channel. Me voy de aquí, me voy con los muchachitos. I love you all. God bless. Peace out.